Alright, in the right hand side, in the reds, we have Saykoya playing Caesar versus Disobeyed playing Zawan. So we don't actually get to see too much Caesar, which is a bit funny because Caesar is considered very, very strong right now in Wargroove 2. But whether it's people not feeling confident in Caesar or people not wanting to play like super high tiers, some people will talk before matches and be like, let's like not play Valder every single game. So I think we're seeing a bit of that here, but yeah, we got Caesar on the boards, and yeah, both commanders just going for that small heal off of this village, prioritizing buying swords right now. Economy is about to explode though. This is a 3 barracks map, so we're gonna start seeing big buys coming out probably after this turn. Or, a bunch of extra small buys. You got that port here. Yeah, both commanders healing up. This player 1 commander, not to full, but close enough, it doesn't really matter. I think there's like a 4% health difference between the two. Disobeyed just going for this capture. Yeah, both players lining up their commanders to put pressure on the opponent's fortified. We're going to see a bit of a strong side, weak side form on both sides. You don't really often get to see Caesar's combat animations, so going to relic in the 2 helpers with their crossbows. Apparently being able to knock down a large door, but it is what it is. And ooh, wow. Saykoya going very aggressive here. I don't know how I feel about this. And why are Disobeyed actually going to mirror that? Yeah, fair enough. And yeah, Zawan just also going to knock down this fortified. Sword crit won't kill. Oh, actually, I would have thought that would, but it does not in this case. And we're seeing a little bit of difference in like the turn order here, where player 1 gets to attack this sword with their commander as opposed to with their sword. And he's going to build up quite a bit of extra groove actually. It's going to help him a bunch. Ooh, and yeah, actually able to get the recapture on that stronghold. Okay, Spear Crit comes in. Does some good damage. And yeah, ooh, hits with the sword. I don't know how I feel about that. Forward! And yeah, Disobeyed actually not going to be able to get the recapture on this fortified. Well, I mean, they chose not to. No, they actually could have if they wanted to, but I like not to go for that. There's no Saykoya, just going to continue to put pressure on. Backs this up with an archer. It'll be very frustrating to deal with. And Disobeyed. Ooh. That knight, if it had been 1 tiled out, it could have landed a crit on the forest instead, but it doesn't go for that. Alright, commander comes in. Deals some damage to the spear. And it's actually not set up for a crit, so it's only going to be a tiny amount of counter attack damage. Although not to say that a crit would make much difference in that circumstance, you haven't got much health. And yeah, now Caesar has groove. Now these spears are going to be able to knock down this fortified though. And yeah, this spade just kind of lining up a defensive position here. And ooh, they're actually going to abandon this top left position. Instead going for more defense on the center. Oh, Caesar's coming in. Just gonna mow down some more infantry. And yeah, follows up with the sword crit. Also gonna get a kill. And Saykoya just constantly putting pressure, and that golem's gonna be super threatening. I say going to, it actually is very threatening. I guess what can Disobeyed do in this circumstance? Like Zawan is very good, but I don't know about this circumstance where there isn't really much room to put vines. Ooh, nice run through with the mage. Gonna get a capture back on that fortified. And Disobeyed's doing an okay job evening this out. I think there's like a slight first turn advantage on this map though. Especially if both people go for that route. And oh wow. Yeah, using these barges very effectively. Golem there in the center. These Caesar. And knock down this fortified once again. Ooh, even gets the sword crit onto the mage, but the mage lives. Oh, and now we see a frog come out. That's very spooky. Frog's able to put in a ton of work. And, oh, do we have a tier 2? No, 150. That's going to be a while before. Oh, but we see a trap spawned. And I don't think Saykoya was ready for this. And yeah, why not? Get a little bit of chip damage with those archers. Commander won't heal that to full over time. Oh, and now we have tier 2 coming in. Oh, actually no, that's just tier 1. Okay, I thought it might have been tier 2, but no, just gonna play very defensively here. And it's kind of a race against the clock there, because Saykoya, obviously they're going to take more and more economy. Taking this like second fortified up here. Ooh, nice dunk on that vine. But yeah, Caesar is not in a good position. That said, there is a balloon to escort Caesar to safety. Oh, and if this was tier 2, it would have been so effective. Like, lots of extra bonus damage on these vines. But sadly not the case. Oh, this tower almost goes down. Oh. Yeah, and all of this stuff over here is just gonna get melted. Even gonna use regular night hit onto Caesar, even though Caesar's in forest. But yeah, I guess, you know, if you can push this hard. Oh, nice maneuver with the mage. And yeah, there's even a defensive golem here now from Disobeyed. Still plenty of vines to wall with. And yeah, that frog can't reach anything too valuable right now, I don't think, so. And yeah, Caesar just has to bail, goes to a very defensive position. And Disobeyed, really nice counterattack actually. Ooh, I don't know if that harpy lives. I think it might still be dead, but yeah, this is a good counterattack on the bottom right from Disobeyed. They're pushing their opponent. I think they're actually going to be able to knock down this tower. And actually, if they do knock down the tower, I think they can just mage crit the air trooper. We're going to find out though. And yeah, just like Saykoya's just like, well, I have to push middle, right? Oh, interesting. Going to hit the knight instead. It is a bit of a weird decision because knights do take a lot of counterattack damage from air troopers. But I guess the mage captures the tower, it can't be captured back, so. Yeah, overall a pretty good turn. Disobeyed, now pushing ahead further on the side than Saykoya is. Just like a very good repositioning maneuver earlier in the game, allowing them to do that. And this tower over on the top left is not looking like it's going to fall anytime soon. Like it'll take at least 2 turns to go down. Saykoya is just continuing to ramp up the push in the center. I do have a frog, which is something Disobeyed doesn't have actually. But yeah, that's a lot of army to be leaving in range of your opponent. And Golem's just going to sit in that forest, nice and safe. Okay, big sword crit, almost kills actually. And yeah, we're just going to see a large counterattack coming out here. Oh, actually, Disobeyed not going to play too aggressively here? Yeah, they're just going to back up. I think they just don't really want to engage too hard. Right, dog goes down. Makes sense. And that vine just kind of backs up to safety. And yeah, I would have thought Disobeyed would go much harder in there, but elects not to. Vine's getting cleared up a bit by this frog. Nice frog pull. Okay, now Golem going in deep. And I'm a little bit worried that the stronghold is going to get pounced on. But there isn't anything that can get to it this turn. Oh, that said, we have a Caesar Groove right now. And that's a tier 2 Caesar Groove. So Caesar was out of the action for a while, but... Oh, you've got a huge Inspire coming in here, and that Harpy's going to go down. Oh, wow, look at that. That 5 movement spear formation. And this is kind of why I was thinking Disobeyed would go in. Because all of a sudden you've got huge amounts of spear crits that can just hit from everywhere, and that stronghold's going to fall any second there. I think the archer's in range. Oh no, the archer's not going to go for it. Mages though. And that's GG. Saykoya takes the game. And oh, that's an unfortunate way for it to end, because I think if Disobeyed had pushed, slammed and done more damage that turn, they could have dealt more damage to the army and not had to worry about his huge push. But Caesar at tier 2 is really difficult to play around. It is incredibly powerful. I can totally see why people consider Caesar to be one of the best commanders in the game right now. Just because that extra movement range is really scary. Like, you've got 7 movement mages, 5 movement spears. Like, how do you deal with that, really? And in this case, there wasn't really much to be done. Saykoya just lines up a huge army in the center and just like slams through and gets the stronghold. So well played to Saykoya. They take the game, and yeah, it was a good one. I like the push from Disobeyed. Did really well on the bottom. Sadly, couldn't cut off Caesar's escape route. I think Caesar would have died if that had been the case. But yeah, just you get that Caesar 2 groove, you get that ball of units for Caesar to play with, and then there's not really that much your opponent can do. I guess like Disobeyed could have maybe like had like a frog or something defensively trying to like yoink stuff into the water. Help out a bit there, but yeah, it's a hard one. Anyway, good game.